Hello, this is Ilona. It says so on my mug. Have you got a coffee? This is Ilona the clown. Cheers, get yourself a coffee. Today is a special day. It is the 107th birthday of my mother. My mother, Martha Elizabeth Helen. She was born in 1918 on this day. But you've often heard me use this phrase, "Can you see me, mother?" Well, that is from Sandy Powell, who was a comedian quite a long time ago. But he always said, "Can you hear me, mother?" So I just adapted it and I speak to my mother. Anyway, what I've done is I'll show you a few bits and bobs that I've kept from my mother's possessions. Sadly, she passed away at age 64, but I have got a few of her belongings here. So my mother, see if I can get this in shot without the reflections from the window. Yep, there's Martha. Can you see me, mother? And this is my mother when she was a baby. Born in Germany, and I never got to meet my grandparents, my German grandparents. So anyway, what have I found of my mother's? Well, I keep a lot of cards, and this is a card which my mother sent to me. I haven't got a date on it, but she just put "Happy Christmas from your mum." It's a very old card. Let me move things across. Right, I've got her handbag. Right, so let's have a look inside. Here we find a case with her glasses. These are the last pair of glasses that she had. So these are my treasures from my mother. What else have we got? Oh, we've got all sorts here. We have a purse. Got my mother's purse. There are a few things in it. Now I've taken them out so that I can show you. I learnt a lot from my mother. My mother always had a peppermint in her bag. Always had peppermints in her bag. What have I got in my pocket? A peppermint. So I do the same. And she had a nail file. Let's have a look. I've got some bits and pieces here. She collected money off coupons. Yeah. Can you see where I got it from now? Because we didn't have much money. So my mum had to be very, very frugal, and so that we could make ends meet. She used to do the football coupon. Do you remember the pools? The football coupon? Now, I'm not a gambler, so I haven't really inherited that from her. But yes, this is Vernon's copy coupon. Every week, every Saturday, the football results were on the television, and she would sit there and check her coupon. Right. Postage stamps. She always had a couple of postage stamps ready in case she needed to send a letter. So there you go. Where are they? Yep, 2 postage stamps there. Not used. I don't know how much postage was in those days. 14 pence for that one. Yep, she had a library card. She had a library card. And she had a bingo card. She liked her bingo. She used to go to bingo every week. So that's her bingo card. And she had a bus pass. Yep, I got her bus pass. And what else did she have? The bingo card. She had two clubs. She went to Barry Noble's JB's bingo. She also went to the Top Rank Club as well, the Top Rank Club. Yeah, she liked her gatherings with her friends. And this is a little pouch. When you used to get library books out, you had a little pocket. So the library books had a ticket inside the library book, but you had a pocket to keep them in. So you would borrow a library book and you would have the ticket in here. So a little pocket to keep the library tickets tidy. And what have we got here? This is a very old piece of paper. Now this was a rental agreement for our television set. And this is from 1974, because in those days you rented a television set. So here we are. It is what sort of TV? It's a 19-inch mono TV. And it's from, I can't see that, Boyd's, the shop in Burton-on-Trent. And she paid £1.85 for the first rental payment. Not sure how long that was for, maybe a month or something like that. So anyway, so I've got all these bits of paper from out of my mother's handbag. Treasured memories in that bag. She was a great sewer. I've got this to show. This is a doormat which I would never step on because she made it all handmade out of tights or stockings. I think it was more stockings in those days. So any tights or stockings with holes in were plaited and stitched together in strips. She's very, very handy, my mother was. I remember she had a sewing machine, a treadle sewing machine, and I used to borrow it. In fact, sometimes we almost fought over who could use it because I was learning sewing at school. I was learning dressmaking at school. And luckily we had a treadle sewing machine at home. Now, my mother had a very hard life. She came to this country after the war to marry my English father. So she was from Hamburg, which was pretty flattened from what I gather. She used to tell me stories about what life was like in Hamburg before she came here. Now, I was quite young at that point, so I wasn't really taking as much in as I should have done. And now I regret that. I wished I had asked her more questions. So I've got a few memories in here about her previous life in Germany, but I wished I had found out more from her. But I was a young teenager. I was going out with my friends. I was a teenager in the 60s, so it was all quite exciting. I was wanting to be into friends, fashions, makeup, going out. I got my first job at 15, and that was it. From that moment on, I went in my own direction with a group of friends I had, and of course, I left home at 18. My mother was very, very upset about that. I can remember her crying buckets for ages before I went. I mean, I had to wait a year before she would allow me to leave home. And you know, I understand why she was like that. But yes, I did flee the nest, or flew the nest, and went and did my own thing. So, but I have my mother to thank for everything that I do now. We had a rough old garden in a council house, which Dad didn't want to do. I was given a patch in the garden, and I did my little garden when I was a little child, and now look, I've got a big garden. So yeah, I've always been make do and mend, manage, make ends meet. And it's just the survival instinct was well in me right from the beginning, because you know we had to survive. We didn't have much, so I was always managing to live a pretty good life. I know we look back now and say we had a good life, but then we didn't have much then, but we were still able to make a good life. So anyway, cheers, Mother. Can you see me, Mother? I'm still the clown. I've just upset some people in Blogland because I am a clown. Yeah, so I make no excuses for who I am. I am who I am. And the reason I am like I am is through my mother. She taught me resilience. She's taught me that you look after yourself, you manage your own life, and that's what I've done. Cheers, have you got a coffee? So a little video about my mother. Thank you, Martha. Martha Elizabeth Helen. Thanks for popping in. Thanks for watching my video. See you again another time.